Do you know those automatic doors that open as you move close to them? Let's talk about how understanding that relates to you moving into government and politics. I'm Dr. Lisa Ann Chung, a political leadership strategist, author of the book Political Change, and president for Kenley College, where we provide leadership training and strategy for new and aspiring politicians. Before Lance and I moved to Manchester, we were living in another UK city. But the time to work on some new projects was fast approaching, and those new projects were taking place in Manchester. Time was crucial. We didn't have a lot of time. Now, as long as we stalled, nothing happened. As long as we just hoped something would appear, a home would appear from out of nowhere, maybe you could say it like that. Nothing happened. But when we made the decision that we are going to Manchester, and we started to move forward with the expectation that however it was going to happen, things would start to fall into place if we moved ahead. We found a place, and things started to come together the more we moved forward. It was just like those automatic doors. We had to move forward in order for the doors to open. Have you ever stood in front of those automatic doors? If you stand too far to the right or you stand too far to the left, the door doesn't open. It'll just stay closed. So you've got to intentionally position yourself in front of this door and close enough to the door for it to open. As long as you are too far behind, as long as you are too far in one direction or another, it won't open. You've got to be perfectly, it would seem, aligned for that door to open to you. Now, what about you and your journey into politics? Have you been standing on the sidelines, watching everyone else position themselves in front of the door and walk through? But you can't seem to get through. You can't seem to go in. Could it be that you're not positioned well? Have you stayed too far from the door? In other words, you have not prepared and positioned yourself properly so that when the opportunity presented itself, you could go through. The doors to your political influence are there, but those doors are movement activated. If you don't move forward with the expectation that they will open up, they will continue to seem closed to you. But do you know that that door could be movement activated? And you figure, but I'm in front of the door, not realizing that that door will only open from one direction. In other words, you're trying to enter where it's an exit. The door you are trying to get into for politics may not be opening to you because one, you're approaching the door from the wrong direction. Two, you are missing the point that it is not the right door for you to enter. Or three, you need to connect with someone who has the authority, who controls the mechanism that gives you access through those doors. So for your political doors, you need to be asking yourself, is this the right door for me? Am I using the right approach? Or do I need to make the right connections so I can move through? What is one practical thing that you can do this week to give an indication that you have the great expectation that the doors to politics are going to open for you? If you need help with assessing your next, or maybe even your very first political leadership move, book a strategy session with us at Kenley College. Well, that's it for today, folks. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.